This is Bindu. Hope you all are doing well. In today's video, we are going to learn another topic, food security. During 1993 to 1995, India had a lot of food problems due to famine and droughts. In the period 1943 to 1945 in Bengal, nearly 3 to 5 million people died due to lack of food. Why it happened? As we had the British rulers, we didn't have a democratic setup to look after. So, they were very much interested in carrying on raw materials from India to abroad rather than taking care of Indian people, Indian agriculture or Indian farming. They even built large plantations and provided crops to grow, which are necessary for raw materials in their industries. This caused severe famine in India in 1943 to 1945. Let's discuss the concept of food security. Learning outcomes. Food security of the country. Increasing food grain production. Availability of food grains. Availability of other food items. Access to food. Public distribution system. Nutrition status. Keywords. Famines. A situation in which there is not enough food for a great number of people, causing illness and death. Droughts. For a long period where there is little or no rain. Availability. The fact that something can be bought, used or reached. PDS. The Public Distribution System or PDS is an Indian food security system that was established by the Government of India under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs. Buffer stock. A large supply of a commodity. Access. The opportunity to approach or enter a place. Utilization. The action of making practical and effective use of something. Concept map. Increasing food grain production. Producing a sufficient amount of food grains is an important requirement for the food security. It means the government creates conditions so that farmers can produce increasing amounts of food grains. usage of better quality manure and balanced use of fertilizers. Availability of HYVs, high yield variety seeds. Efficient dispersal of technology and seeds to farmers across India. Better knowledge of the choice of crop varieties to be grown. Better irrigation methods and water management. Government initiatives to boost crop production. So, the increase in agricultural production in India can be attributed to several factors such as area of cultivation, productivity of land, use of fertilizers, irrigation methods, use of high yielding variety seeds, and other factors. And also, the Government of India has implemented several schemes for raising investments in agriculture. Availability of food grains. The net availability of food grains is estimated to be gross production. The net availability of food grains divided by the population estimates for a particular year indicates the per capita availability of food grains in terms of kg per year. The availability of food grains depends on various factors such as production, trade, consumption, stocks, etc. According to some sources, the per capita net availability of food grains in India has increased from 475 to 484 grams per day in 2018 and is estimated to be 514 grams per day in 2022. The net availability of food grains in India is projected to be 292.3 million metric tons in 2022. Availability of other food items. The availability of other food items depends on various factors such as production, imports, demand, consumption patterns, etc. Nutritionalists suggest that every person in India should eat 300 grams of vegetables and 100 grams of fruits a day. Whereas, per person availability of these food materials are 180 and 58 grams respectively. It is said that there is a change in the consumption patterns with people demanding more food items. This is a good sign for the consumers as well as the producers. Farmers require support in terms of inputs and market opportunities for diversification to other food items. Over the years, although there has been an increase in the production of other food items, it is not sufficient to meet the minimum dietary requirements. The policies should aim at increasing food crop production and other food items simultaneously. It will fill the gap and make food security more viable. Access to food. Many families, especially children in India, don't have access to food because of financial problems. This leads to malnutrition and hunger. The government has enacted the National Food Security Act 2013 to provide subsidized food grains to about 2/3 of the population. However, there are still challenges in ensuring that the food reaches the people who need it most. The Times of India reported that 1/3 of the total food produced in the world is wasted and that physical access to food is a problem in India. Public distribution system. The Public Distribution System, or PDS, is an Indian food security system that was established by the Government of India under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs. Food and public distribution to distribute food and non-food items to India's poor at subsidized rates. Major commodities distributed include staple food grains such as wheat, rice, sugar, and essential fuels like kerosene through a network of fair price shops, also known as ration shops, established in several states across the country. Food Corporation of India, a government-owned corporation, procures and maintains the PDS. Nutrition status. Nutrition status in India is a major concern as the country faces high rates of malnutrition, stunting, wasting, and obesity among its population. The condition of health of a person that is influenced by the intake and utilization of nutrients is called nutritional status. The food that we consume is normally classified as carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. You know that we need a nutritious diet for our well-being and good health. Conclusion. Food security is the availability of food in a country and the ability of individuals within that country to access, afford, and source adequate foodstuffs.